How do you make exercising a habit? I'm here to tell you what I did, the steps that I took to help to go from exercising sporadically to being more consistent, developing an exercise habit. We all know that we find that exercise is important. We all know that we really should be doing more exercise, and it's really good for us, and it's great for those endorphins, and all these people talk about how exciting and how they love it, but it's just so hard, and we can all find it hard. So I'm here to tell you what I did to make it a habit that I do 5 times a week. I know, right? 5 times a week? Really? So, tip number 1. Just do it. I'm sorry. Easier said than done, I know, and everyone says it, just do it, but it's true. Just do it. Just, whatever you do, whatever you want to do, that's okay. Do anything. And I mean anything. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, it could be 40 minutes. Whatever, give yourself the permission that it's okay to get up and do a 5-minute workout. 5-minute arms, 5-minute abs, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Time is not the thing. Doing is the thing. So it doesn't matter how long you do it for, just doing it makes the habit. And it gave, when I did that, when I said that to myself, it gave me the freedom, it sort of freed my mind to stop making me feel guilty about the fact that I wasn't doing enough, or that I wasn't the right choice, or, oh, I haven't done it long enough, it doesn't count. Everything counts. Make everything count, and that alleviates that guilt and that feeling that you're not good enough. You are good enough. You're doing it. Tip number 2, choose a day or a time that works for you. A day or a time that you know that you can be consistent with. So my time is first thing in the morning. I get up first thing in the morning and I put my gym stuff on and do it straight away. Sometimes I might have a drink of water, sometimes I might, take a few breaths or whatever, but I'm doing it straight away. That is my time, and it works for me. It might not work for you, so just whatever time works for you. It could be 7 o'clock at night, it could be midday, you could have young kids, so first thing in the morning is not going to work. Or late at night, you might be putting the kids to bed, and just the thought of doing it after you put the kids to bed, that's me. That's why I can't do it then, because the thought of doing exercise after I put the kids to bed, and no, I just need me time then. So I get up in the morning and I just do it straight away. And it's the freedom of knowing, again, freedom of knowing that that's my time for me to do it. Tip number 3, set a goal. Whatever the goal is for the amount of times that you're going to do your exercise that week. So I set my goal as 5 things each week. And it wasn't 5 days. This was important for me. It might not be important for you. You might want 5 days as your habit. You might want 2 days as your habit. But for me, 5 things was important. And that meant for me that I got up in the morning and I might do a 5-minute arms exercise. Great, done. But it could also be that I get up in the morning, do 5 minutes arms, and then think, actually, I really feel like I want to do another one. So I then do a 20-minute yoga or whatever. So that counted as 2 things. So that counted as 2, even though they're on the same day. And this helped me to not feel guilty again, that I was not doing the right thing, or, it's not worthy because it's on the same day. No, it still counts. 2 things, two different things. I've set that and it's a win. It's all about having those wins, giving you those small joys to change that habit where you can feel that you're achieving. Tip number 4 is choose on the day what you feel like doing. So what I mean by that is you could set your goal that I want to run 3 times a week. Okay. But then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I really don't want to go for a run today. I just don't have the energy. I'm just not feeling it. You know, my hormones are up, or the kids didn't sleep, or I just didn't sleep well, or, you know, whatever it might be. If you set that goal that you're going to do 3 runs a week, that's much more easily broken. Whereas if you set the goal to do anything, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like that day, you're done. Because you will feel like something. And it could be that 5 minutes arms is what you want to do, or it could be that 5 minutes abs you want to do, or 5 minutes yoga, or a 5-minute run, or a 5-minute whatever. It could be a 40-minute run, or a 40-minute yoga, or whatever. But be realistic. Give yourself a break that you can make that choice. Give yourself the freedom to make that choice. No pressure that it has to be 3 runs or whatever. And also, you might decide that in the night before, like, I need to do my glutes. My glutes are so weak. But that's another story. So I quite often think, okay, I really need to do glutes tomorrow. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm just not up for it. So I do something else. And that's okay. That is fine. As long as I'm doing something, I've met my goal. Tip number 5 is record somewhere. Recognise those wins that you are making. You are doing it, so you need to celebrate that. So what I do is old school pen and paper method. I've still got a calendar on the wall. It's a family calendar, and we've each got our own column. And in my column, I write each time that I exercise, the thing that I've done. I write abs, let's say, and I circle it, and I've done it. Once I've done the 5, I then have a second thing that I circle, that I tick, is each. So I tried to do it for a year. I didn't try to do it for a year. That's completely not true. What I tried to do was make a habit. That's what I tried to do. And it happened to be a year. But each week, right from the very beginning, each week I'd put number 1 on the Sunday of the first week, and then number 2 on the Sunday of the second week, number 3 on the Sunday of the third, and so on. And I tick it off. As soon as I've done my 5, I tick it off. And if I did 6 that week, if I did 7 that week, great, that's brilliant. I'd feel even more wins. But I just tick off as soon as I've done my 5, so that I know that I am doing so well. I've done this now for 2 weeks. I've done this for 3 weeks. I've done this for 10 weeks. I've done this for 30 weeks. How amazing am I? And then when I got to a year, oh my gosh, the feeling that I had of how much, and that was a habit by then, you know, the feeling that I had that I managed to do that was huge. So, and you can have that too, but you've got to record it. You've got to know. And, you know, paper and pen might not work for you. You know, there are these things called phones nowadays that some people use to record things on. So perhaps that works for you better. Or putting it on the fridge, or telling a friend, or whatever. But something that you can keep track of what your achievements are, what your wins are. So those are the 5 goals that I had, and the 5 tips, sorry, that I have for you. And good luck. I hope it goes well. I hope you can do it. You know you can. Just celebrate those wins. Give yourself a break. Give yourself the freedom to adapt, and within the habit that you're trying to create. I know you can do it. Let me know how you get on, and if this is helpful at all to anyone, in the comments down below. And also, whether you have any other tips that could help. Let's build a community. Let's help other people to find their joy and to develop their exercising habit. Good luck, guys. I know you can do it. see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.